There are things in our life that we are asking about. There are things in our life that we are so afraid to do. But those questions can lead us to defeating the army of stubbornness, the army of laziness, the army of sin and of evil. Hawakan mo yung kamay ng katabi mo. Okay lang, kahit para kayo lalaki, okay lang. Squeeze that person's hand and tell that person, are you ready to take that leap? I hope your answer is yes. Last year, I was stuck. I don't know if some of you have been feeling stuck for a long time already, but last year, I was feeling stuck. Why? Because I started writing a book. And this book, I was meaning it to be a groundbreaking study, and I wanted it to put it on a book. So anyway, I collected so many materials, I interviewed so many people, a lot of responses came up. But you know what the funny thing is? For that whole 1 year, the book didn't want to be written. It didn't want to come out. And so, one of the big jumps that I did very recently was, eventually I talked to my editor. This was late last year. I talked to my editor and I said, why is this not coming out? I want to write, I want to have a book. Why is my book not coming out? And then she asked me one groundbreaking question. She said, what is the story in your heart right now? I reflected on it and I realized that the book that I really wanted to write was not for me. It wasn't my story. And so she said, I want you to throw away all of the things that you've collected. And I want you to start from zero. Because the story in your heart is totally different. So she challenged me. She said, 2 weeks. I want you to finish this book, this new book. I want you to finish it in 2 weeks. Because that's the story in your heart. Natakot ako. Ganun naman talaga sa buhay, di ba? Minsan, yung hindi naman ibig sabihin, pag matagal na kayo, kayo na. Hindi naman. So, tinapon ko yun! Do you know what I did? In 2 weeks, I kept on writing and writing and writing. And at the end of those 2 weeks, I came up with a manuscript. The manuscript got published. And that book is now in my hands. And soon, I hope, it will be in your hands. This is my book. It's called Imagine This. Praise God. And one of the big realizations that I had throughout my life, I realized that I wanted to find my purpose. I wanted to find my call. I'm 30 years old, but I consider myself still part of this first quarter of my life. I wanted to find my call, but I discovered while I was writing this book, your purpose, and I want you to listen to this, your purpose is not something that you dig up like a treasure and it'll happen. Oh, ito na yun, ito na yun. No! Your purpose is something that is revealed to you. It will make sense. And when you find that purpose, your past will make sense. Your present will be happy. And your future will be secure. You can read more from my book. But more than that, I also have one more stuck thing in my life right now. Same time last year, I was also trying to ask God, Lord, where are you calling me to? Where are you calling me to? For the past 7 years, I have been asking the Lord, what do you want me to be? You want me to be a married person? You want me to be a single person? You want me to be a priest? Or be a religious? And last year, when I was writing, I took it seriously. And so I asked people. I asked priest friends. I asked my parents. I asked people around me. I even searched in some seminaries to really just do it. Let's just do it. I don't want to wait anymore. And so, finally, early this year, I applied for a seminary. By the grace of God, I was accepted in the seminary. Hindi ko alam kung bakit kayo pumalakpak, pero salamat na rin sa dasal. And so soon I will be entering a seminary, but do I know if I will be a priest? No. Do I know if I will not go out and stay there? It's a whole lot of time. I don't know. Do I know if my book will survive even if I'm inside? I don't know. But it's crazy because I do not know, all the more I tell God, Lord, I cannot control my life. I know what I want, but I don't know how to get there. And so I trust in you. Take over everything. There will be times in our life where the only thing you have is an I don't know. The only thing you have is, Lord, I don't know what's going to happen. Maybe, perhaps, what if? But it's in those times when we do not know that the God of the universe, who has planned your past, your present, and your future, is going to take over your life. Because at that point, you are not in charge anymore, but God is in charge of your life. And that is the most amazing thing that can happen. And so right now, can I invite you to close your eyes and to put your hands over your hearts? Where is God calling you at this very moment? Is God calling you to make a step outside of your comfort zone? Is God calling you to do something new and something fresh? Or is God calling you to deepen your commitment to something or someone? Whatever that is, we are not in control and God will take over.